You are not failing a drug test if you have a faded line on your urinalysis. This is a really common misunderstanding, and a lot of people think that if they're taking a drug test and they have a very faded line, that it's a preliminary positive or marginally positive failed drug test. That's not the case at all. We send a THC urinalysis with every order of CBD oil from Rescue One CBD, and it comes with a dipstick that you can place in. I'll get it in there so you guys can see that you can place in your urine to see if you are passing or failing a drug test every time. If you look, it just has a red line test, very similar to like a pregnancy test. And if you look up at the right above my finger there, it'll show you what a negative looks like. A negative is a solid red line or a faded red line. Both of them are considered a negative test. Up at the top, that is the positive. I'm sorry, in the middle, that's the positive. You have no line at all. If you even just Google why people have a faded line, it could be for a multitude of reasons. Things like naproxen can cause faded lines. A lot of NSAIDs can cause faded lines. All of these things are not looked at as a positive drug test. You're not going to show up and take a drug test at work and they're going to think you're abusing substances no matter how faded that line is. If it's present in even the most microscopic amount, that shows that you are not testing positive for marijuana. This test will get sent off, your urine will get sent off to a diagnostic lab if this does show up positive. And then they will test it with a piece of lab equipment called liquid chromatography, and they basically break apart all the molecules and look for THC. Taking broad spectrum CBD from Rescue One will not show up on a drug test. You will not have a positive drug result from that. There is 0.000% THC in all of our products. We lab test them 3 times before they ship, and we can prove that there are no THC amounts in there that can be detected by a drug test or by liquid chromatography, because that equipment is very sensitive for THC, and we use that same equipment that they would use to find THC in your urine. We use that to test our products while we're making them. Liquid chromatography is a technique that we are using during the production process to make sure that all the THC has been properly removed from the product and that whatever you're taking will never show up on a failed drug test. So we guarantee 0.000% THC. That's 0 parts per million of THC in all of our products. So taking this test is awesome. Every time you order, you'll get one. It gives you some peace of mind. It shows that you are passing the drug test with your own eyes. And when you show up to work, you know that you can be ready to work, safe for the job. You're not going to have to fear losing your job over a failed drug test, and you're getting all the benefits of CBD. That's what we're trying to achieve here. And the only way we can bring CBD into the fire service is if we're not just making that safe product, but we are proving it. You know, you have to be able to see it for yourself. We're always available for questions. If you guys have anything on drug testing or the product itself, you can reach out to us. Follow us on Instagram and YouTube. We also have a podcast, and you can get more stuff like this. We try to do a combination of really deep dives on science behind CBD, some of the benefits, and we also do shallow dives like this, just kind of answering quick questions. But if anything comes up in between, you can always email us, support@rescue1CBD.com. You can message us on Instagram. Those are 2 most commonly and quickest responses that we give. We'll constantly be putting more stuff out there, so follow along. Take care of each other and be safe out there.